And hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to Toy Soldiers Old School. This is episode 56. Forgive me for, wiping at my mouth. I'm kind of like inhaling food as we're getting ready here because it's been a very chaotic day. But my name is Diane Morrison. I'm also known in the community as Sable Aradia. I am going to be the GM for tonight. I am also, because we switch off who GMs, playing Celine Wintermist, who has ended up in charge of this group of reprobates. By what means, she is not sure. um, well, nepotism, really. And yeah, she's an idealistic young priestess of the goddess of the stars who joined the Avalonian Imperial Navy and then the Marine Corps in order to see the universe and maybe help some people out along the way. My and her pronouns are she or they. I'm going to turn it over to Rowan and I'm going to finish my dinner. So have at it.
Hi everyone, I'm Rowan. I play Von Bin Starsong. She's a happy-go-lucky Brutus who joined the Avalonian Imperial Navy to see the stars, fly in starfleet ships, which are amazing, see new creatures, new animals, stab the occasional slaver in the groin, and has somehow wound up, by reason of bug suit and various events, to wind up in the Marines, which is not a particularly common place to find a druid, I might add.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, got a boyfriend and a bunch of family that she didn't have before. And her pronouns are she, her, and so are mine. I do believe we'll go on to our first birthday boy, Arian.
Hi, I'm Chris. I play Arian. He's kind of older, grizzled guy in the group. Used to be a sergeant, so thinks that way. And he sees that it's his job to keep this group of youngsters alive and kicking. And our pronouns are he, him. And I guess we'll pass it to G-Man.
Hi, I'm G-Man. I play Arden Spellsword, a Kensai crafter. Pronouns are he, him. He's not that interesting of a person other than crafting. I don't know who's next. Who's next?
Brianna, go ahead. She's got to unmute her headset, so.
Hi, I'm Brianna, otherwise known as Siobhan the Writer. I play the indomitable Lilas Madrimlian. Just don't call him Lilas. He is a altruistic young elf who joined the Avalon Imperial Navy out of family obligation and is looking to start his own division for Black Ops. It used to be intelligence, but there's no future in that. My pronouns are she, her. His are he, him. And that brings us all the way to Ruvel, the second birthday boy of the day.
Okay, I'm Aaron, known and colloquially as Aaron Ree, spelled exactly as it sounds, R-I-G-H. Right? I play Ruvel Sunfall. I occasionally game master this game. Right? And Ruvel is a bit of a Pratt nobleman who is learning to be a officer and a gentleman.
And a Pratt nobleman.
His pronouns and mine are he, they.
All right. Okay, so I'm going sans camera for the moment because while we are doing the recap, I'm going to grab the coffee that I did not have a chance to grab. I'm not together today. As you all, I'm sure, know perfectly well, we had a bit of a chaotic move. We are now living at Siobhan's place temporarily for a couple months while we look to buy a house, which is exciting, and I'm really thrilled about it. But, here we are. And it turns out that we have 2 birthday boys today. I totally forgot that it was the 3rd of October today, and I'm surprised my husband did not slap me because it is his birthday. So he turns the big 50 today. And it is apparently also Chris's birthday, which I did not know. How many years young are you, or is this information that we are keeping secret?
No, I turned 46 today, so.
Awesome.
You're the same age as Sable.
Yep.
He caught
Yeah.
up to us, Sable. He caught up to us.
Yep.
What the heck?
So, naturally, because it's people's birthdays, we have to have a Hobbit birthday, so we're doing a giveaway tonight. So, what should I put on the menu, guys? I
Out
suppose.
finishing book 2.
Not done yet, though. Almost. Almost. Yeah, this is true. I don't know. Yeah, I would say a copy of your book, but we're gonna give you money for those. Let's see. Bookmarks. That's not a bad idea, actually. I do have a couple of bookmarks and cards left over from the Kickstarter. Let's see what I got here. You know what? I'll turn my camera back on for just a moment. Because you guys...
Ching.
Ching?
I said chick-ching.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay, so going through my pile of junk here. I moved everything, and it's all, like, right by my desk, but... All right.
Well, yeah, that's right by your desk. Unfortunately, the desk needs to more space.
Okay, that's the promo bookmarks.
Oh, right. I gotta get some of those and run away.
I think those are also the promo bookmarks, because I think those were in a different container. The ones, there was like 2 left or something. But there, if I don't find the bookmarks, there's certainly postcards. So we want to show those, because otherwise that's no fun. People want to see what they're going to get, right? Okay, so that's this. Oh no, that's that thing.
Oh.
What's up?
Okay, Magpie, that sucks. I'm sorry you're tired.
Well, that's understandable, Magpie. I'm pretty tired too. I don't blame you at all.
Magpie goes, fancy vinegar because I need more, even though I bought 3 bottles today. Yeah. Oh. Gee.
Okay, I'm not finding the bookmarks right now, so we're gonna give away the postcards. That's what we're gonna do.
I forgot to buy beer.
You did forget to buy beer, and you also forgot to buy me a cooler.
Yeah.
Yeah, for your birthday.
Shit full.
Well, they'll still be open when we're done the game, won't they?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, see, this is what I did. I put them all in one spot so I wouldn't lose them.
So you had the bookmarks with the postcards?
Yeah, I did. All right, so this is what we got. We're going to give away one of each, I think. Let's see here. Okay, so, because it's, special birthdays, they don't happen very often, right? Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool that Chris shares a birthday with me.
I'm glad your kids are having fun with D&D, Brian. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And hello, everyone, by the way. I'm just so chaos. Okay, so we have... These are collectible bookmarks that otherwise were only available through the Kickstarter. I had to get a minimum of 5 of each printed, and they're very limited edition. They will come with certificates of authenticity that says which in the series they are. Right, so there's one of those. I think there's one left to every one of them. So they feature the art that is official for the Toy Soldier Saga. So, okay, no, 2 of those. No, wait, no. I haven't pulled them all out yet. there we go. So that's the set. Right, and so what are we doing? Are we going to give away like individuals or just the whole set? What do you think, guys?
Wait a sec.
Give away the set. Okay. So we're also going to do this with postcards.
Set of postcards too.
Nice.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, did you just find your bone banshee?
Right, I think I have, yeah, I have 2 sets of the postcards left, so we're going to give away one of them. Oh, sirens in the distance.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. My window is open a little bit. So.
Sirens in my head.
Just a little tiny bit.
Wrapped up in
Silence, all circuits are dead.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help that all 3 of us are on the same side of the house where the sirens are there, Sable.
That's true.
I spin
All right.
Windows open.
frenzy.
I'm going to apologize in advance to people if I'm a little loud sometimes. I'm adjusting to a new headset. There.
Oh yeah, that's cool. You sound fine.
When she gets
When I get
excited.
excitable.
There's one. That's what the postcards look like on the back. They got, you know, you can actually use them as postcards if you want, but they're like limited edition.
Wee-hoo.
All right. So in the first half, we're going to give away the bookmarks, and in the second half, we're going to give away the postcards. That's how we're going to do it. I'll set up the giveaway right now, and in the meantime, while I'm doing that, I think it would be a good time to have our intelligence report. Do you remember what the hell we were doing, Siobhan?
Why, yeah. Why, yes, I do. We were just about to go to report to the Admiralty. We had just had the other ship pull up alongside us, and we were talking with them and getting things all cleared up to head out there.
Well, shit, that didn't take as long as I hoped it would while I was doing this.
I'm sorry. We had been hiding under the crystal tarp, technically, for about a week prior to this. So, dragon backstory. Yeah. That's true, we did get the
And
dragon
and there was a Loki's night.
That was the one before. That was the episode
Chris is like,
before.
we're trying to forget that one, yeah.
And that was the episode before.
Although I would definitely say that
I'm trying to help you
Aaron's a lot of fun. Aaron's a lot of fun when he's hammered, so we'll have to like keep that in mind.
Well, while we were lifting off, the Marine contingent is running a drill. It's called Search and Destroy for Red and Green Socks.
Oh, Madrillion would probably have a connection because that's a violation of his religious rights.
That's a whiner. You ain't yet been violated, boy.
You can claim that they're holy symbols.
That's right, they are.
They actually
The red
are.
and green
Holy
socks
symbols,
are the
that's
holy
true.
symbols for Loki.
He's not wrong. I'm just saying. All right. So.
Of course, if Madrimlian were feeling particularly facetious and he heard that was happening, what he should do is pop into Arian's room and use prestidigitation to color all of his socks red and green.
I don't have prestidigitation.
No, he's a scion, not a wizard.
All right.
don't think there's a psionic equivalent of prestidigitation, unfortunately.
No, there isn't.
All right, so you must be following the channel to win.
Followers only.
All right. So make sure you follow the channel, and the giveaway is going to start right now. Perfect. All right, I see people are signing up. That's great. Excellent.
Get involved in the waffle, guys.
Raffle, 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 raffle. Okay. Yes, so. All right, so you guys had just landed in the harbor.
Yep.
Time to
Oh my
go
God.
face the music of our rash decision.
That is a little buzzy. Yeah,
Sorry.
it's okay.
Like I said, I'm working on it.
Don't care as long
our-
as I can understand. Yeah. Brian says, I have a waffle maker that prints
I don't know
the
how
shape of the
Sparkles does
Death
it.
Star. I want this. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Aaron, can you run this for just a second while I go and grab a coffee?
Yep.
Okay, because I am like tired and caffeine is required. Okay, cool.
Yep. Okay, so you guys land in the compound. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Captain tells the bosun to put 50% on watch. Right? And stand down the other 50%. Alright, senior staff with her. They're gonna make their report.
All right.
Senior staff includes Madrimlian at the moment. And
Adrenaline, Arian.
Miasma.
Miasma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, I can bring my aide with me.
Yes.
Guess what, Daz? You're coming along.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me.
Yep.
Dress uniforms, full kit.
Yep.
Maybe I'll go down and get changed.
Yep. Yep. Let Daz know. Full kit. And make it snappy. No. We have to report to the Admiralty. As my aide, you are coming with me. I want your eyes and ears on this, girl.
Okay, so you guys get into your full kit, into your dress uniforms.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Ravel is suddenly glad he's not senior staff.
I'm sorry, Magpie, but yeah, like Author Brian Luce says, maple syrup is the only true syrup.
There's other types of syrup? I didn't think so.
Yeah, exactly. There's preserves. There's wannabes. No boat hook.
What?
Daz. Do I
No, you don't
require
have your
my?
boat hook.
Ensign Sunfall, while we're gone, why don't you run an inspection of the crew in full dress uniform?
Certainly, says. Since you don't actually outrank him.
Actually, Arian was promoted to lieutenant, remember?
Was he?
Yes?
Oh. And he says, yes, sir. Avalon. Just waiting on Sable now.
Yep.
And Magpie, you're just gonna have to send some up here. So we can at least try it since it's a southern thing.
All right, sorry about that. Where were we at?
They were just heading to make their reports. She took the senior staff. All right, and Arian suggested that Ruavel run an inspection while you're gone, right? Since he doesn't have to be there, and Madrumlium brought Dazzlecat as his aide.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. Von Bin, of course, is not senior staff either.
Nope.
Nope. So those of you who are senior staff, go to make your report.
Yep.
The place is basically trashed, by the way. It's wrecked. Remember, you guys saw battle in the distance, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, things are still burning, you know. There's like the smell of, you know, it smells faintly like roast pork.
Agron smoking horse's breath.
Mm-hmm.
As we plunge on into certain death. Oh.
Right. Oh, hello, baby girl. Okay. We'll give you... Sorry, I'm gonna go on camera for a moment, and then I'll go back off.
Yeah, okay, I'll,
Don't worry about moving me.
Oh, no, I'm just gonna turn the portrait thingy off so that, yeah, we can see you. I got
Hey.
everything in the wrong spot now. Something got mixed up. Alright, fine. Did somebody, like, blank out and somebody else come...
No, I just turned my camera on for a moment.
Oh.
Because Banshee wanted to be on camera. Come on.
Dog tax.
Yep. Puppy tax. Oh, you silly dog.
Silly dog time.
Yeah, so you guys walk through the wreckage of the place. You know, there's, like, a crashed ship burning over on one side of the tarmac there. Well, it's not tarmac, but, you know, right? There's, like, you know... People are dragging. You see that the smoke that smells kind of like burnt pork, you can tell now, is coming from a pile of bodies.
Oh, they got a bonfire, do they? A true old-fashioned bonfire.
You also smell some camphor wood now that you're closer. That would be a
Camphor wood?
traditional she burial, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Is the crash ship one of ours or one of theirs?
It's one of yours.
So the crashed ship.
I mean, everybody's now that you're closer, you can see it. It actually is a pyre, a proper pyre that has been built, right? And the bodies are laid out in canvas. As to the Fomorian bodies, you see them soon after. They're basically being dumped in a pit. Were you guys taking your prisoners with you as you went to make your report to turn them over to the authorities here, or were they staying in your brig?
I think they're gonna stay in the brig until we've given our sit rep.
Yeah.
Oh, is the pit the crater Crowley made dropping all his booms? Sure, why not? Let's say that. But there are like no visible Fomorian ships that aren't in pieces, you know, or, you know, severely damaged.
Yeah, I mean, we wrecked most of them, I think.
Yeah, you did. You can see the burnt out husks of like a couple of the ships that you trashed. You know it was you.
Yeah.
You know, they're kind of smoldering faintly now, but that's it.
Yep, just march across, you know. When we pass the pyre area, and I'll stop and say a quick, you know, prayer to the Morgan, since they were lost in war and all that.
Yeah, you notice that Celine also stops and makes a gesture of blessing to Arian Rod.
Yeah. So does Madrimlian.
Well, remember, she's a witch, right? She's a priestess of Arian Rod. She gives a blessing and asks the Lady of Stars to guide them home.
You know, whereas what Madrimlian is doing is he salutes the downed ship out of respect for those who were honor, and for the ship herself.
There you go. That makes sense. I think that's a very Navy thing to do. Marine thing, too. Yeah. And the Morrigan, of course, is also appropriate. After all, they died in battle. Yeah, you guys proceed to, I don't know, like, where do you go? Like, were you told where the Admiral was?
Oh, we still have. We could probably have an escort from the other ship that came in with us.
Do you think so?
Maybe not. They're busy.
Yeah, people are a little overwhelmed right now. You know, people are putting out fires, right? There's, you know, other people who are talking to some, you know, random folks that look like civilians.
We're dealing with the Mithril. Arian just looks for the Admiral's flag wherever it's flying over whatever building.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the right way to handle it. Yes, you do see the Admiral's flag. It is flying over the hotel. I can't think of another place in permafrost that would suit.
And he points it out and says, "Yep, there he is."
Perfect.
Or there
says
they
Celine.
are.
Yep, head that way.
Yep.
Yeah, the downstairs reception has kind of been taken over by an aide, obviously. Right? They look up at you and seeing Celine and whatnot, they salute. Ma'am? We're here to make our report to the Admiral, she says. We're the Voidchasers. Oh, yes, he was wondering what had happened to you. Yes, just a moment, she says. Yeah, she sends someone to go to his office. Well, his room, whatever he's using for an office. And then a few minutes later, you're told to come on in. The
Okay,
Admiral
then
has...
allow her to make our report, because as senior officer, she would do so.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's Admiral Celestis, who is behind the desk that has been set up in this, one of the larger hotel rooms. She, of course, salutes and, he nods back, and he's kind of, he's obviously looking at a bunch of other things, and then he, puts it down, right? And he says, Captain Wintermist, he says, you've been off on a little adventure. Yes, sir, she says. Avalan. Do we have you to thank for softening these individuals up for us? Avalan, she says. Good work, he says. Well then, I understand you came to give your report. Avalan, she says, and she gives a very, I don't want to recap the whole thing unless the audience would like me to, right? But she gives a fairly crisp, business-like report about everything that happened, except that she also makes a point of citing commendations, right? Which you guys didn't know, of course, right? She brings to the Admiral's attention Arian, Ruavel, and Crowley in particular. Oh, and Madrimlian for clever ideas. But the points where she brings that to his attention were when Arian and Ruavel stayed behind, right? And when Crowley did his suicide charge with his booms. And then, of course, she reports that you have prisoners.
Yeah, I'd be cited for bravery for that one.
Hopes the captain doesn't
remember that Ruavel blamed Madrimlian for the idea of attacking this base.
Yes, that's exactly why he was cited for, clever ideas.
Yeah.
But that's what she says.
Yeah, they both blamed each other.
Yep.
Oh, yes, and thank you for the reminder. Private Nimmelin is also cited for a clever idea about a way to jam magical communication. This he's very interested in. And she relays the details. That is rather clever. Oh yes, and Esong the Bard and Dazzlecat for winning the confidence of the prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that's right. It was Aiden who brought up the jamming idea, and Nimmelin who came up with how. So she cites them both. Nods. The Admiral's,
Okay, buddy?
What, old man got up, did he?
Yeah, he's hacking up a hairball, I think.
Aw, poor kitty. Yeah, so the Admiral, nods and takes this down. She also submits her written reports, copies of them, since they've already been forwarded on through the transfer box.
And those include the ones from her own crew that were submitted to her.
Yep. And, he thanks her, and, when she's done, he nods and he says, I'll be honest with you, Captain. I wasn't sure what to make of your little self-appointed adventure. But the truth is, no one here has the ability to gainsay you.
Arian will step forward and say, sir, the Unodir message was actually my idea.
He nods. you know, gives you a long look.
I just raise an eyebrow back at him and say, "Once a sergeant, always a sergeant, sir."
He chuckles. Fair enough, he says. I can't argue with your effectiveness, though, he says. By your own count, you've downed how many? I forget what the number is, Celine says.
11.
11, sir. 11 enemy ships, he says, and did considerable damage to this base, which made
4
retaking
prizes.
it much easier, he says. Perhaps initiative is what we need in the Marines.
Hello, Chrysalia. Welcome to the game.
Sir, we are designated special forces for a reason.
You know, I wasn't sure what to make of that either, he says, but it does seem to be working out. He says, I really can't argue. He says, you've done a good job, you've been brave, he says, clever. We really can't ask anything more. He says, I will take your commendations under consideration, Captain, he says. I suppose the lot of you could use a little bit of R&R, he says. We can't linger long. He says, we have to make haste for the wormhole. He says, but we do have some cleanup to do here before we can do that. Why don't you take a little bit of downtime, he says. Thank you, sir. May I ask a question, sir? He nods. She says, we didn't see any elven or gnomish civilians when we came to the base, sir. He nods. He says, you'll be glad to know that most of them are still alive. They were being interrogated, he says, for information. Ah, I see, she says. And then she sees his expression and says, ah, I see, again.
Hey, young guy.
He says, I suppose you'll want us to take your prisoners off your hands. Yeah, there's...
Ensign Starfall made a special request to be advocate for our prisoners. They've acted honorably in all ways, have given their parole, have lived by it. Sorry, Ensign Funfall.
He looks to Ruavel.
Ruel's not there.
Oh, right. Right, I forgot.
Ruel is running an inspection on the ship.
I take it Ensign Sunfall is currently in command of the Voidchaser? Yes, sir. All right, he says. It's good to know they have acted honorably, he says. If they act honorably, so shall we, he says. Do they acknowledge ransom, he says. I believe they do, sir. Well, then we'll ransom them back, he says. All right, he says. I'll send some MPs to come and pick them up as soon as we have opportunity, he says. If you care to lend a hand, there are a lot of things that could be done, he says, but you do need to rest as well, so it's up to you, Captain. She smiles and says, thank you, sir. I think actually we've spent a fair bit of time hiding to avoid creating more trouble, she says. So I do believe we'll lend a hand, she says. Excellent, Captain, he says.
Yep, Madrumlian nods at that. We just had our good night with our Loki's night, so we'll work.
All right, dismissed, he says. Yeah, she salutes, thank you, sir, and heads out.
Yep. So it's Avalon.
salutes and follows her out.
That went better than I expected, she says.
As I said, ma'am, better to ask forgiveness than permission, and we can blame a lot on the old sergeant, so.
Good point, she says. I guess he's not wrong. You can't really argue with our results, can you? She says. We did pretty good.
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you think...
Problem is,
Oh, no, go ahead.
now we're gonna have to keep up these results.
Yeah. In the Navy, they reward you with more work when you have a job well done, right?
Uh-huh. Which means because we've taken out 11 ships already by ourselves and done severe damage to this fleet, we're going to be required to maintain or increase.
Now we have to keep up the status quo, points out Nimmelin. Yes, yes, we do, she says. Where do you think will be of the most help? She says. Obviously, there's a burial detail. That probably is the best use for me, she says.
Yeah.
I imagine Von Vin would be best used helping to put out the fires.
Putting out fires or in the med bay for the prisoners.
That's true. Okay. I'll present both to her. She can volunteer where she wants. Where are you guys going to be? She says. I'll let you pick your assignments. It's fine, she says.
I'm going clean up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll turn out the enlisted Marines and get them working on clearing the landing field.
Yeah.
I probably need to go find the overall Marine commander. I'm sure there's one who's under the Admiral.
Mm-hmm.
And give a
Lieutenant
report
Colonel.
need to go give a report on our tactics and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, probably. She says, I imagine that's probably... Well, did you see the Aryan Rod's Pride, she says?
Did I see her?
Yeah, you saw her coming in.
Okay. Is that where I'd find the lieutenant colonel?
Yeah, that's true. We need a lieutenant colonel, don't we? And I haven't made up the lieutenant colonel yet. You got any ideas, dear?
Yeah, you met her.
On the other Marine ship.
No, before
thought-
you guys set out from.
I thought that was the full colonel, like the head of the Marine Corps.
Yeah, the head of the Marine Corps is a lieutenant colonel.
Okay.
Only a small regiment that they've assigned to Marine.
Yeah, the Marines are kind of building their own here, so yeah. She says, yeah, that's right. I wonder. Well, I imagine that guarding the prisoners must be a Marine's job, so if she's not there, then they will likely know where to find her.
Avalon, I'm sure I can track her down then.
Okay.
And Arian will take his leave and go find the nearest sergeant and find out where the lieutenant colonel is.
We're gonna send Dazzlecat with him.
Yep. Hey, Ash. Hi, buddy. You gonna come to my lap? Yeah. That's a good kitty. Hello, baby. Somebody decided it was snuggle time.
And taking her aside, he says, I want you to tell them everything you found out while you were guarding the prisoners. I know you got stuff. You haven't reported it to me yet, but tell them. You've had this look on your face for a little while, so I know you've got something.
Okay, Magpie asks, can I take my downtime to study the most common Fomorian language and tactics, such as keeping shifty friends out of trouble? I don't, yeah, sure, but how would you go about doing that? Dazzler open book. Yep.
Yeah, I figured there's probably logs and shit that were seized from the ships and stuff.
Yep, I'm sure that's true.
She can probably study those.
Yeah,
She could also talk to Madrimlian or Crowley about getting language. Because Crowley has Goblin, Madrimlian has Goblin and Orcish. Or Balorian,
right.
sorry.
Yep,
Valoric.
we can
Baloric, sorry.
Valoric, yeah. I'm sure we can study the logs that we captured, and you can probably ask permission to see if you can get the logs that were captured here. But I don't know if they would consider you to have sufficient rank to have that information. But by all means, go ahead and study the logs we captured anyway. It cannot hurt to get a tactical sense.
Mm-hmm.
You guys see Alessander coming towards you.
Oh, he made it.
Yeah, he waves.
Mm.
Celine waves back cheerfully.
Good morning, Captain, says Arian as he's walking away. Since Alessander's last position was commander of a prize ship, he is still technically a captain until he's reassigned.
He chuckles. For as long as that lasts anyway, he says. You all made it. I'm glad to see, he says. He's got like a bruise on his face and a scrape somewhere.
Ravel says, do you know what's come of Xerxes?
Xerxes broke his leg in the last attack, he says.
Nods.
He says, but he's recovering in sickbay. He's just low on the triage list, so it might be a bit.
Right.
That won't last long if you let Bonvin know.
Bonvin understands triage.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Yeah, Von Vin's gonna want to see him, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
let him know where
absolutely,
he
he
is.
says. Everyone made it then. You guys are all right.
Oh,
For the most part.
good
Eyes
act.
with eyes Arian, scowling slightly. But with the like the eyes are scowling, but the face is grinning. Hey, Sparkles! Thank you for the sub.
Death to the Orcan! Elves rule forever! Also, you are all amazing goofs. Legit. Thank you,
well,
Barbarossa. Much appreciated. We'll
well,
fire my video back up here again now. I forgot that it was off.
my Dremlin's looking at Arian's back because he's walking away to go find the lieutenant colonel.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you. Yeah,
With Daz in tow.
Magpie says, I'd politely ask those who know, who speak that language. Uh-oh, okay, cat's moving, so we get kitty tax. Hello! Hello, Ash baby. You hate this, don't you? Yes, you do. Yeah. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, no, he doesn't hate it. He's purring. Alright, off you go, buddy.
He's a dad. I mean, besides that, you know, he's not allowed outside right now, so.
Nope.
Yeah, so he keeps hiding underneath the sofa.
Yeah, the sofa is the cat hidey hole.
Yeah,
All three
he's not
cats split
used
it up
to
there.
dogs, so
Yeah.
they're getting used to it. The old man is quite familiar with dogs because we
Yeah,
had a
he don't
dog,
give a shit.
and you know, he's like, yeah, whatever, dog.
Dogs learned really quick. Don't piss off the old man.
Yep.
Yep.
The other two were hiding.
In
whenever
other
the
words,
dog
she
comes
earned
out.
herself a swat in the nose.
Oh yeah.
No. Oh, not from.
Other than the old man.
No, that's
man.
who.
Old
Who
man
was it?
just
Ash
fell.
gave him a swat in the nose, or gave her a swat in the nose, right?
Missy.
Yeah, Missy.
Oh, Smokey did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smokey.
We call her Missy. That's her nickname. Yeah. 9 months already. Where'd the time fly? Yeah, no doubt, eh? But thank you very much for the sub. All right.
Smokey, Sheeta is not sure about this dog shit.
So Magpie said, I'd politely ask those who I know that speak that language, as well as playing language games with the goblins. Probably involves crude jokes. Yeah, probably they like crude jokes. Observe the magnificent cat ass, I guess. Climbing on my books over there.
That's just a symbol of trust.
Yep. Right. And like any tactics I can get my hands on, non-off limits logs, chess style games, playing hypothetical scenarios out with Daz. That makes sense.
Yeah, so Ruvel goes to find London.
Yeah, actually, Celine was headed that way too.
She's probably in the med bay. Well, the garden / med bay. You know.
Yeah. Hey, he says.
Hey, she says.
Xerxes is here.
Yeah.
He's in the med bay. He's okay. He just broke his leg.
Yeah, she had that look for a moment.
Yeah. Yep.
I wouldn't leave these in the med bay if it were serious. Fuck. He says, but yeah, you probably use your company. Probably doesn't want to see me.
I'm sure he does.
Why don't you both go to the med
Probably
bay?
just wants to see me more.
So I'll make fun of him.
And he'll love it, she says.
Yep.
Helps him stay humble, she says. I'm sure that's part of why he likes you so much.
Nice of you that don't put up with this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you guys go to the med bay? You know what? I'll even come with you. I'll use up my healing spells before I go to death detail. The living need more attention than the dead, she says.
Yeah, well, while Arian is down talking with Bonbin, Madrillian takes over command on the deck, has the Marines fall out since Arian is not here.
Yep.
And get into their scrubs. We have cleanup duty.
Yep, get into the work uniforms.
Yep.
Yeah, which look nothing like the Marine fighting uniforms and work uniforms look nothing alike. When they're doing like work, they just dress like sailors, you know. Basic sailcloth or linen shirts, you know. The blue pants, the whole bit, right?
Yep, blue jeans.
I don't clean, I explode things. No, you clean now, says Celine. You're in the Marine Corps. Off you go.
Yeah, Ruvel will first go see the orcs.
Yep, they're still in the brig. Magpie said that she was studying tactics, so Nimmelin is down there talking to the goblins.
Okay. How you guys doing?
Holding up?
Considering. Yeah. He's talking in Orcish, of course. He says, we're going to turn you over to the command of the Navy. They have said they're going to ransom you back to your people.
Good to know, he says.
He says, you have been honorable. He says, I would call you Harakcha.
Thumps his chest.
Yeah, salute him in elven fashion. He says, should we meet again? He says, we do so as honorable foes.
He nods. He says, I won't forget your treatment of me, he says. Or of my people, he says. You've even been kind to the goblins, he says. I didn't expect that. And I approve, he says.
You've taught me much about your people in this time. My language skills have adapted considerably, he says. And aside from the atrocious accent, I think I can handle talking in Valoric now. He says. Without totally butchering it.
You're understandable anyway, he says. He chuckles.
Thank you for being my friend.
Well, maybe if we both survive this war, he says, we can meet under better circumstances. He extends his arm through the bars.
What? Yeah, he takes his arm.
Yeah, it's a, class like that, classing.
He says,
Oh, hail, hydrate. Thank you, Barbarossa.
Hail, hydrate.
Plancha.
And thank you for the follow, Mabcat. Good to see you. Yeah, the goblins might be a little drunk then. It's if they're not being given hash, but they're being given grog. Yeah, they're probably.
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I don't think we've gone through the grog that Magimlin has doctored, so that's what they're probably still getting that grog.
Oh, we threw that out.
No, we threw that
okay.
out.
Okay.
Tipped it over the side.
Okay.
That's what neutralized poison on the entire keg is for.
Yeah.
Why waste perfectly good grog?
Thank you.
Oh, because then it has no alcoholic value.
Shh. She's got a point. Mind over matter.
The crew don't know won't hurt them. It's already watered down enough that they can't really tell there's alcohol in it anyway.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh yeah, we've got hash up here there, Magpie.
They give a 4-part grog here, not a 6-part.
Yeah, they're singing bad off-key goblin songs.
You guys, just,
Yeah.
well, you guys be good.
We're being good. We're just having a good time. He says, got nothing better to do but drink.
Well, you guys are going to be prisoners of war, and hopefully they'll send you back to your people.
You really think they're gonna ransom goblins? Says one of them.
I think so. I don't know if anybody will take them, but I think your clan champion here would.
I would. He says.
Says, I think he'd speak for it.
I would. He says. Really? Of course, he says. You fought well. You've been loyal. He says. Would not
Gave
be
away
fair
no
to leave you in the
secrets.
hands of the enemy. He says.
You gave no secrets.
Indeed.
Says, you gathered a great deal of intelligence from you all. Says, but not in the way that you would think. Militaristically, he says, it does us very little good. He says, but culturally, perhaps we will understand each other more in the future. Who knows? I know I see goblins and orcs in a different light now.
Well, maybe elves aren't so bad after all.
Oh, don't go believing that. We can be bastards too.
All right, maybe y'all aren't bastards then. Says another one.
Yeah, but we can be bastards. You guys be good and follow him. It says, indicate the clan champion. He'll take care of you.
Up on deck, A few Marines approach the ship.
Yep. Hail
Permission to
them.
come aboard.
Granted.
Yeah, they come aboard and, let's see, probably you rank them, so they salute, and they say, sir, we're here to collect your prisoners.
All right. Who's on deck? E Songbird.
It's, just Songbird.
All right. Yeah. Sorry. Songbird. No, Marine Songbird.
I don't believe, E-Song is here tonight, so she says, sir.
Get these. Start getting people headed off to their details.
Avalanche, she says. This way, gentlemen. Ladies, she says. Leads on.
Yep.
Yeah, you hear people clamoring down the stairs.
Key off the wall. Right, and unlock the cell.
Yeah, they announce, sir, we're here to collect your prisoners.
Thank you, Marines. This is Clan Champion. I forgot what you named him.
Frostbane.
Frostbane, right? Yeah, I can't remember his first name. But Clan Champion Frostbane of the Clan Frostbane. He is an honorable person. Yes, and he will give you no trouble. Restraints will not be necessary. He hands him his axe.
Hands the axe to the clan champion.
Mhm.
They kind of look at each other, but they don't outrank you, so they can't say no. Are you sure that's a good idea, sir?
I would bet my life on it.
He's right. He says, I have given my word I will not cause trouble, and I won't, he says. You have my parole.
He says, and you have my gratitude, my friend. You have been honorable and forthright with us. Thank you. I hope that we continue to be as honorable and forthright as you have been to us.
Brian's funny. And you have my bow. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. The goblins stagger out of their cell, some with hiccups.
You guys take care. Keep yourselves clean. You stink.
You stink, says one of them. They all laugh.
Yeah, he laughs.
Yeah,
but I stink nice.
The Marine was like,
Yes,
sir.
Red in the face.
But we washed them.
Yep. They march them away.
This one more slowly. That'd be Frosty.
Yeah, Nimblin says, girls like non-stinking boys after them. You know, she's got a point. One says to the other. Yeah, they all head away.
Hey.
What?
None of that shit.
Oh, you're talking to... Sorry, I thought you were talking to goblins for a minute.
The old man.
What do you do?
He's clawing at the fucking screen.
Ooh, bad kitty.
None of that.
Should I release the hound?
No. I will give him a swat, though, if he does it again.
Since we're at a bit of a pause here, just a reminder, there is a raffle going on. It's a Hobbit birthday raffle. It is Chris's and Aaron's birthday today.
Yeah, we share a birthday. Isn't that cool?
That is cool, actually. I had no idea. That's really neat. Yeah. So, exclamation point raffle to enter. I have a limited edition set of bookmarks, official Toy Soldier Saga bookmarks featuring the official art that has been created. Each one of these is accompanied, this is a quote from the novel that goes with the picture, right? And on the back you have the cover and, you know, review quote and that kind of thing, right? Otherwise, the only way you could have gotten these bookmarks was to have supported the Kickstarter and requested them. So this is a very special prize that's going out to exactly one person. I will ship them anywhere in the world. So make sure you enter. In the second half, we're going to be giving away one of 2 sets of art cards, postcards, that were also limited edition created for the Kickstarter. And again, that would be the only way you would be able to get them otherwise. So, yeah. Special stuff today.
Yes, Aaron and Scoots have joined in battle. The question is, who will win?
I'll win.
Aaron and Scoot have joined in battle. Oh, is he still trying to get out?
Yeah, he's half-assedly trying it. He needs a
Okay.
Okay. What?
Okay, what?
Oh, cat launched out. And now with my new wireless headset that, you know, was recommended to me by Barbarossa, I can walk all the way across the house and let the cat out without having to play with headphones. It's awesome.
That's
Although
great.
he
Your
did not
house is
warn
3
me about
steps across.
if you are too loud, you budge. 8.
No, 8 feet, not 8 steps.
It is 20 feet long. I have the same square footage as a 20-foot travel trailer.
Yeah, it's been a weird kind of decade, I don't know, year for housing. Dawn and Blake are not with us tonight because for some reason they were kicked out of the place that they were in. Right? I don't know. They've been kind of at odds with the guy they were staying with for a while. They sized down and have been staying in a fifth wheel on his property, and now they are moving into a new to them RV. Right? So it's probably actually a step up, but they're moving. So they're not gaming tonight. I'm like, well, I can't blame you there because I just went through this cycle. So what a shit show. I don't really know. I'm gonna have to get more details from them and find out exactly what happened and what's going on, but huh.
I was going to say, yeah, because under regular circumstances, you can't give somebody that little notice to move.
Yeah, exactly.
They probably didn't get evicted so much as fucking Blake and Cal probably got into a fight and they said, we're leaving. All right.
Who knows? I don't know, but it's yeah. It's been a little crazy. Yeah. So
Does that make me crazy?
perfect timing. We're gaming. My mother hasn't called in days, but it'll be my mom.
Oh, she
Right.
called this morning.
Hello?
I think we'll go to
No,
the
we're
break
gaming,
screen
Mom.
in the meantime.
We're gaming tonight. All right. She needs to talk to you, babe.
All right, we're going to break. I will. I don't know. Do you guys want me to leave the mics active or shut them off?
Shut them off.
Shut them off. Okay, we'll see you guys in a minute.
Yep.
And we're
Oh.
back. All right. So then, I believe our raffle is up. So we will draw our winner. And the winner is Chris.
Happy birthday, Chris!
Yay! Happy
Happy
birthday!
birthday, Chris.
Happy birthday. And
Birthday,
you already
Chris.
have and you already have my address.
I already have your address because there is a hardcover book coming your way. So there we go. That works. Perfect. Yay! All right. So now we will set up the second giveaway.
Dad says just stuff the bookmarks in it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hopefully, these postcards don't take as long to get there as the one you sent from the fucking nickel mine.
Yeah.
She sent a postcard to Steve from the nickel mine in Sudbury, and we were home already for like 2 weeks before it got there.
What?
It was amazing. I have no idea what happened to this day. They've got a mailbox on site in the mine, and I put it in there. Maybe it just takes them a while to send out the mailbox from the site. All right, we're starting the second giveaway. This is for the limited edition set of art cards. All right, so let's see what I missed while we were gone. Okay, Daz was doing something specific. Let's see. Yeah, since one of the last 2 years been normal circumstances, says Brian. Touche. Yeah. Duty calls, well, moms anyway. Yes, moms and duty kind of go hand in hand. Daz does not spot anything to reacquisition while with Arian, because Arian has the eyes of a hawk. We're going to go to Arian and the Marines here in a minute. Ah, roleplay stuff. Cool. Yeah, Daz is not happy that her plans got trashed with the removal of Frosty and the Goblin prisoners. Huh. Nimmerlin could make fourth wall break jokes in relaxed times. Yeah, it could. Huh. Why am I making egg salad at 10 at night? I don't know.
Because you're hungry.
You're hungry? Yes, elves have egg salad. I think they would eat that, yes. But it could be food that Daz taught Nimmerlin as well from being among the round ears. Yeah, okay, cool.
Because you can stick it in the fridge and have it for breakfast.
There you go. Daz needs to start a taco cult.
Hey, quit spying on us. That's what we had for dinner.
It's true, that is what we had for dinner, actually.
Rose.
All right, so let's go to Arian.
Yeah, to sleep.
You will not.
And so Arian marches away, and with Dazzlecat in tow, and Karak right behind her. So not only do I have the eyes of a hawk, but the nose of a shark. So. We will find the nearest Marine sergeant, because they will know everything,
Yep.
and find out where the lieutenant colonel has set up.
Now that's a good question. I'd say the fire hall. That's where the sergeant tells you, "Oh yes, sir. There's she's set up in the fire hall. Better to coordinate everything that needs to be done."
Thank you, Sergeant.
You're welcome, sir. He salutes,
Now return his salute.
feeling weird the whole fucking time.
Yep.
This is not the way things are supposed to go.
And we'll motion to Dazzlecat, and we will march off to the fire hall.
Yep. Yeah, this looks like a fairly busy place. People are in and out, you know. Mostly in red jackets. Well, slops, but, you know, you can tell they're Marines.
Yep. We'll walk up and find the sergeant who is in charge of, you know, coordinating stuff for the lieutenant colonel. Tell him we need to make our report.
I'll let her know, sir, he says, and goes and informs the lieutenant colonel.
You knew him. That's why that was awkward.
What's that?
He knows him, so that's why that was awkward.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, okay.
Officer now, shit.
Hey, yeah, sir, right. Right away, sir. Salutes.
Arian returns the salute and just kind of shakes his head.
I have been invaded by a cat again. He has decided it is time for a lap.
Well, he did come by. Well, he did come by and say hi to me for a little bit, so.
I've noticed that the minute I'm off camera, then I have a cat. Yet Daz marches along pretending to be perfectly behaved while Isaac's still looking for items. That is a cute emote, G-Man.
You need to put two or three of them together.
What did Arden decide to do, by the way?
We have time off. I'm probably doing more research. Because he doesn't see. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's fine. You had a bunch of item crafting projects. Celine would let you continue with them.
Yeah, it's quite a build up.
That's actually useful, so. Where do you get those, by the way, the animated emotes? I like them.
That one's from a channel I'm subscribed to. Twitch recently added animated emotes to channels. I don't know if you can have them as a partner or not, or you have to be high as an affiliate.
You mean affiliate or not? You have to be a partner?
I don't know.
Right. I'll look into it, because those are fucking cool.
Yeah, because Tanchi dropped one in earlier, too.
Okay, so Quill is Nimmelin's familiar? Remind me again? Oh, right, that was the bird, the white raven. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Quill is going to find a high point, look for suspicious activity. If he sees anything, he finds me immediately. Fair enough. Define suspicious activity.
It's a raven. That shiny sparkling over there could be suspicious. You better check it out.
Yeah, better get a good look, you know, and make sure the shiny thing doesn't fall into the wrong hands, so we're going to hold on to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
More animated emotes. It's great. Yeah.
Wrapped in my own heart.
Yeah, Dazzle Cat is kind of like a raven, yes.
Ooh, shiny.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I
Laugh of
assume
There says, fuck all y'all. She's going hunting.
Roger looks at Lapithing with pody eyes.
Speaking of cats. Little bum.
Anyway, I suppose it takes us a little while to get in to see the Lieutenant Colonel. I'm sure she's busy.
Yeah, it does take about 10-15 minutes or so, but then she calls you in.
I'll report. Ma'am?
Yeah, you were what? Lieutenant, right? Yeah, Lieutenant, she says.
He'll dig into his pouch and pull out the written report on, strategy and tactics we used in our encounters. Hand it over and give her a verbal report on what we've been doing.
Yeah, she, skims over the written report and then listens to your verbal report. And she says, so what do you think of this experiment, Lieutenant? I understand you were a Marine Sergeant for a long time before you were promoted.
Yes, ma'am. It's working quite well. It does require a level of independence, I think, that the Mithril will probably struggle to deal with, at least at first. But the flexibility is certainly worth the expenditure of assets and time. It does take a especially motivated crew to make it work. You could make every ship a special op ship, but with the right people, I think you could be very effective in disrupting the enemy's actions and would give us a whole nother manner in which to wage war upon them.
Well, I can't argue with these results, she says in an unconscious echo of the Admiral. She says, between you and me, Lieutenant, what do you think of this crowd of blue bloods you've been saddled with?
Well, a few of them had major sticks up their bums when we first met, of course, but they're starting to learn some good, no nonsense, hard headed enlisted wisdom, which I think will serve them well in the long run.
She
To be
smiles.
honest, I'm not sure it is a smart idea to have, how to put this. I know our unit integrity is great, ma'am, and I know that we work very well together, but in terms of strategy and strategic thought, I'm not entirely convinced it's the best idea to have all three of the Imperial Scions in one place doing one thing, which is highly risky.
She
But that's
nods.
not my call to make, ma'am.
She says, to be honest with you, I'm not sure either. She says, but these orders come from above my head. Frankly, yeah, she says, I don't know that the Mithril knew what else to do with them, she says.
Well, they do carry influence outside of their rank, shall we say, and probably make the Mithril quite uncomfortable.
That's the problem, she says. An independent sort of special forces unit seemed the only logical solution. She says,
Yep.
suppose they get an order they don't like and go crying to daddy, she says.
Well, I don't think they would go that far, ma'am, but they're not. How to put this politically and diplomatically? They are not above using the resources that are at their hands, and so far they haven't used them in a way that was detrimental to the war effort of the Navy. I certainly think our effectiveness justifies the refit of our ship and the level of support we've gotten so far. So, but I don't think they're so spoiled that they would outright refuse an order or, try to work around it.
Good to know, she says.
Anyway, ma'am, is there anything else you need to know, or?
No, I think that will do, Lieutenant. Thank you very much, and thank you for your candor, she says.
Part of my job, ma'am, as I understand it.
Yes, it is, she says. A rather unofficial part, but a part nonetheless.
Oh, by the way,
Hmm.
has the fleet paymaster set up office yet?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Has the fleet paymaster set up office yet?
As a matter of fact, he has, she says.
Do you know where he is located? I should probably go draw our ship's pay chest and deliver it to the captain.
Yes, I imagine that would be good for your enlisted, wouldn't it? She says. Yes, he is set up in, I don't know, let me see where would be a good place. She says, well, I understand it used to be a cat house, she says.
Oh, and Arian overheard Madrillian talking to Daz about her report to the Mithril for this too.
What?
Oh, yes.
Why Daz is there.
I'll point out. Is she private?
Yes.
I'll call Private Dazzlecat ahead and have her give her report on the cultural information that she extracted from the goblins. Lieutenant Madrimlian has asked that she give this report, you'll say, to the Lieutenant Colonel.
That's very useful. Thank you very much, Private, she says. That's quite helpful. Well done. I'm just loving the chat here. This is great. You guys are fun. I'm gonna read some of it because it's good. Okay, Quill is looking for people looking sus, doing things that are normally expected of cleanup, fighting, and unusual aggressiveness, snatching anything except Daz unless she's being obvious. Yeah, not because Nimmelin accepts Daz, but because Quill does. Yep, birds do their own thing for sure. Ravens are smart enough to make their own decisions that way. Daz is relieved no mention of the double stampede incidents is mentioned. Is cheered up at the word disruption, relaxes, no blue blood here, it's all red, and leaves painfully. Daz shifts from foot to foot before required to give her report. Yep. Was perfect cover for my attempted plan to get a foothold with the goblins. Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm aware that Magpie or Nimmelin does not mention the warlock thing to anyone. Yeah.
So in the back of Arian's mind, because he still considers himself more commoner enlisted than noble and
Officer and a gentleman.
Officer. When she calls his compatriots blue bloods, he just kind of thinks, isn't your arse gritty and slimy, or sooty and grimy? Said the kettle to the pot, looking at the lieutenant colonel.
Yep. Nice.
But he keeps it off his face with the studied sergeant's face. and-
Yep. Yep. Brilliant. That's brilliant. All right. Carry on, she says.
Alana, and we will depart, and we will go pick up the pay chest
Mm-hmm.
and take it back to the ship so we can have pay parade, which we haven't had in forever.
Yeah, shit. When was the last time you guys got paid?
Just before we shipped out.
Thank you. That's helpful. How many months ago was that? I need to do maths.
3, I think.
Yeah, I think it's been at least 3. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. I have one hand now. The cat has decided to use my other one for a pillow.
Welcome to fur baby parenthood.
Yes. Yeah, you guys should see this.
Yeah, when mine decides that she wants attention, I have no hands.
Oh, you can't, because I can't reach the camera. Oh, well. Because I would have to move my hand to reach the camera to show you. He's in my lap. It's Ash. He's a baby. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Magpie says, Daz, there hasn't been much time for this, but can you take note that Nimmelin asks about humans and other changelings a lot? Politely, but weirdly, often and detailed. Yeah, Daz says, because we might need one of those supply trolleys to get it to the ship if it's in coins, like the thing we tossed Moonflower on during that infamous party at the other port. Yeah, you pretty much do. It's heavy as shit. Yeah, it's coins.
Yeah, how much does it weigh?
That is a good question. I'm going to look at that right now. Let's see.
£1 for 10 gold coins or something like that, I think.
50.
Okay.
£1 for 50 gold coins.
Avalonian Imperial Marine Corps. Because it tells the rate of pay.
Let me refresh. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I opened up a big page and it bogged it down, which is why it wasn't loading properly. Okay. So then... Alright, it's been 3 months.
Yep.
Okay. Aaron, do some math for me.
Okay.
Okay, so a private gets paid annually. 7 galaxies, 2 novae, and 6 starbursts. Or 8 starbursts,
Nova is
rather.
a gold.
Novae is the gold. Starburst is the silver. Galaxies is the platinum, I believe.
Okay, so they get paid what again?
7 galaxies, 2 novae, 8 starbursts.
So they get paid 8 novae and 1 starburst per month.
Okay.
Is that right? No. 6. Sorry. 6 novae and 1 starburst per month.
6 novae, 1 starburst. Okay. Per month, so multiplied by 3, that's 18 novae and
3 starbursts.
3 starbursts. Okay. I guess our next would be ensigns, right? Okay, ensigns get paid 29 galaxies, 1 nova, 2 starbursts.
I'm just adding up here. Give me a second.
Yep, you bet. Suck you face.
What did you say? 29,
29 galaxies, 1 nova, 2 starbursts.
Okay,
See.
what does that work out to? 24 novae and 4 starbursts. And what? How many starbursts did they get per year?
2.
2 and
1 nova.
whatever what is less than a starburst is.
Sparks. Copper.
Yeah. Right. I was just. One, you said?
Yep, 1 nova.
Right. And how many starbursts?
2.
So they get 24 nova, 2 starbursts, 4 sparks.
Okay, ensigns, make sure you write that down.
That's per month.
That's per month.
Yep.
So multiply that by 3. Meow? What's meow? Hmm?
The 72,612.
Perfect, thank you. Lieutenants.
Mhm.
32 galaxies, 7 novae, 6 starbursts. Meow. Yeah. Who's my snuggly boy?
Give me those numbers again.
32 galaxies,
Mm-hmm.
7 novae,
Okay. And
6 starbursts.
6 starbursts. Wait, no, 27 novae and 3 starbursts per month.
Okay, so multiply by 3, that is?
That is 81 and 9.
Okay. And last, captains get 53 galaxies, 5 novae,
Okay.
8 sparks.
So 53, 5, and 8.
Yeah, and it's sparks, not starbursts.
Yeah, I got that.
Hi, Missy. Little bum. Yeah, she's little bum too. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. That's funny.
And what did we send in? 4 Corvettes for prizes?
Oh yeah.
That's true. Ow, cat.
I will ask the paymaster if the prize score is set yet.
Brian says, I want to be paid in starbursts, especially the pink ones.
Yeah, they're tasty, aren't they, Brian? He only waits extra coins to get tossed in.
They get 47 Novae, 7 Starbursts, and 5 Sparks
Okay.
per month.
Do you have that to hand to multiply by 3 for me there, Siobhan?
How many Novae was that again?
47.
47.
Okay, we're looking.
41.
Yeah, 141, 21, and 15.
What's that?
141, 21,
141, 21,
15.
15. Okay. And that's Novae, Starbursts, and Sparks in that order?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Cool. All right, I got to keep track of my own pay, obviously. So, yeah. All right, so make sure you guys put that on your sheets or somewhere so you don't forget.
And I am doing a -1 that goes to Daz, Starburst. Because I have to pay my aid.
Right?
Which means you gotta do that for Moonflower. For Aiden.
Yep, that's quite true. Yep, no problem at all. That'd be -3, actually. I pay her a Novae per month, I believe. So 141 down to 138. Okay, perfect. Ooh, what do privates get? They weren't listening. They didn't write it down. Do you still have those handy?
That would be 72 Novae, 12 Starbursts, and 6 Sparks.
There. Now you got it, Daz. So write it down. You have money. They pay you for this.
So in other words, 12 gold, 6 silver, or 12, 72 gold, 6 silver, and 4 copper. No, sorry, 9 copper. Yeah, 6 copper.
6 copper, yeah. Novae are
silver.
gold, Starbursts are silver, and Sparks are copper. And that's the standardized currency of the Avalonian Navy. All right. So yeah, pay
I put in
parade.
brackets beside mine gold, copper, and silver beside actual names, so I remember to call them that in game, so we get used to doing that.
You got a Starburst.
Oh, you're paying in silver, are you? Okay.
at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm also doing uniform repair, so
Yeah, fair enough. Yep, I paid in gold, but then again, I'm like higher rank, so. Yeah, so pay parade happens. You guys are all called back to the ship. So let's go to Von Vin and Ruavel in the sick bay, shall we? Wake up, sleepy.
no Magpie. That was what you got for the 3 months.
I'm old and busted. Do I have to do this?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm officially old today.
Nonsense. You are young for an elven ensign.
This is a point.
Yep. I mean, Aaron, you're only as old as you feel.
Yeah.
Right now he feels about 104, so. Yeah.
71.
I'm gonna have to
He's
get.
feeling his life.
Like I
She's
said,
46, so yeah.
yeah. I mean, I've got a lot of younger friends, so we can help you feel that.
Okay, we go to the
Yeah, Von Vin heads to sick bay.
Yep.
Find Cersei's.
I just realized I have to move everything the fuck around again. Okay.
Cersei's is entertaining. He's got a bunch of the like other injured people around him, and he's regaling them with stories of his fucking exploits.
Jesus.
Hey, he says when you guys come in.
Hey there.
Your sight for
Long
sore
time no
eyes.
see. Your sore sight.
Yeah, he says, I'm a sorry sight anyways. I missed you too.
Husband gives him a hug and a kiss.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
how
watch
the
the
hell
leg.
did you pull this one off?
The
Yeah,
main mast broke.
of
Almost
course.
took out both my legs. I jumped though, so it only caught my shin.
Ouch, says Celine.
Close.
Yeah. And only got one shin, didn't take both legs.
Yeah, we heard you were injured,
Could have
but
been a lot
obviously
worse.
can't be feeling too badly, she says, looking around at his audience.
Opium.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it, she says.
Yep. Yes.
They gave you the good drugs.
They gave me the good drugs.
I'm going to go lend a hand, says Celine. I just wanted to stop in and see how you were doing first, she says.
Good to see you again, Captain.
Yeah, good to see you too, she says. I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, she gives him a squeeze on the shoulder and then she heads out. And she's going to go, obviously, lend a hand with, sick bay. So.
So I thought
You
you
almost
had a
got really
prisoner
busy there,
crew.
says Ruvel. What do you mean? Like a 11-legged man in an ass-kicking contest.
And what did Von Vin say there?
Just that, she's going to visit for a bit first and then she'll come lend hand.
Yeah, of course, she says. Yeah.
So what happened, she says, seriously.
She says, I was involved in the fight here on the base.
Oh.
Since they got some big-ass catapults. Says that Corvette I was in charge of not the most sturdy vessel around. Yeah,
I think we took that from Goblin.
But it was yeah, it took a main hit to the mast, and the mast come off and sweep it across the deck. So that was one of the lucky ones.
How many did you lose?
I don't know. They haven't told me yet. Since we went down in the shipyard.
No, we took out a lot, she says. A lot.
Good.
There were explosions everywhere. And Crowley took a bunch of the booms and set them to go off and dropped them on top of catapults. And except for the last batch, I think there was like 3 of them. There was like all the ship helms people that sort of were advancing on us because we were in the ship pretty deep, she says. And he dropped all of them as we were making our strategic retreat on the helms people.
I thought it was the cat.
Well, it was the cat. It was the Phedoc.
No, I heard
I
a
know.
noise in the kitchen. Ran to get her some coffee.
And then we went and hid.
Well
That's
done.
pretty much the short version.
Because we got a shit detail on
Pardon me.
coming in here. Is this?
Yeah.
Where Corvette was sort of expendable.
Yeah.
So thus ends my first command. Oh yeah, they crewed me up. So.
Well, could have been worse.
Yeah.
Could have lost your leg.
Make dancing a pain in the ass.
Well, pain in the knees, anyways. I'm sure that they would have found somebody to give you some prosthetics. That's beside the point. I'm glad you're in one piece.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm in one piece too. A little broken, a little worse for wear.
They also,
but I'm okay.
well, or we took at least one more and we sent that off with Alexander too. So I was managed to stay by myself for 24 hours a day. Lots of fun.
Yeah.
I think we need one more ship's cleric or druid. I'm gonna talk to the captain about that to see if we can find somebody. Just, because it probably won't be the first time things work out this way.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like we are pressing.
We don't know what happened to Lurik. He's missing.
She nods. Ouch.
Yeah.
Podcast.
Oh, sorry about this, but
until the body's found, there's still hope.
Gnomes in space.
Well, technically, he could be floating out there for years, and it wouldn't
bother him.
Well, I mean, he'd be traumatized, but he wouldn't die.
That is the hatter.
You want to talk about lost cosmonauts?
Or it could be a popsicle too.
I'm in suspended animation because I'm frozen. Yeah.
At least to save his sanity, actually.
It might.
Just saying.
Valid point.
Be like a cryogenic freeze asleep.
Yep.
I suppose that's theoretically possible in deep space too by himself because it's cold out there.
Right. Now Shandar can find this gnome flying in space while he's fighting another war.
What the hell is this mechanical gnome doing out here? I don't fucking know. Yeah.
It's like the R2 on Star Trek.
Nice.
Floating in the fathom.
Daz is funny. Ooh, the Buck Rogers of the Toy Soldier universe comes back for book 2.
Actually, Lyric won't be appearing till much later. You know, when she gets around to doing prequel.
Magpie wants to know, in Pathfinder, do you put your money in possessions? Yeah, if there's no money sheet, like if there's no thing that says what your money is in denominations, then yeah, that seems a logical place.
That's where I put mine, in possessions.
Yeah, I did mine there too. Yeah.
Sorry, Dad. It's 3 silver you got, not 1.
Okay.
Alright, I should get to work, she says to Xerxes, as much as, you know, I like catching up. I'll let Celine know that Lyric's missing. I don't think we're gonna have time to go hunting, though. They sound like they're gonna ship us out again right quick.
We're heading for the wormhole, he says.
That's what I heard.
Okay, gives her a
She
kiss.
gives him another kiss. The sooner I get to work, the sooner you're more likely to get somebody to lay a little heel on that.
Yeah, it'll heal.
Kitty tacks since they decided to climb up on the thing. This is
yeah?
Smokey looking annoyed because I grabbed her. Alright, there you go.
I'm Vaughn, I'll go get to work. This is me cat. He is hanging out in my lap, demanding pets. Also known as an eagle, but more often called me cat, because me come, me go at high speeds, out in and out the door. And frequently. Yeah, so she'll get to work.
Okay. Yeah, a couple hours later, you guys are called to pay parade.
Did the paymaster answer my question about the prize court?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm sure. What are these worth, by the way, dear?
I don't know.
Alrighty.
I figure a Corvette's worth about 50 grand.
Yeah, 50 grand in galaxies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Not
Novas.
cheap. Novas? That sounds
Novas.
underpaid considering how people are getting paid.
Okay, maybe
Don't you
galaxies
think?
then. Sure.
You're too tired and you don't give a fuck.
I'm tired, yep.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, and that's a lot of money, but
Yeah.
well, maybe not. Maybe it should be Nove.
Well, the thing is, what I was looking at is if it's 50 galaxies, less recommission costs.
Daz's eyes light up and she wobbles on her feet at the amount going into the chest. Yep. Yeah, it's a lot of money. You've never seen so much money in your life. You weren't sure there was this much money in the universe.
Arian just quirks an eyebrow at her. I think this is the sixth ship we've sold back so far.
We need a bigger chest, she says.
Nope, we'll get trade bars for that one. For those.
Yep, and they'll have to pay in trade bars for this. So that's 11 Corvettes.
Hmm.
Do you think Nove makes more sense?
No, it's not 11. We
They don't pay you for
four.
the destroyed ones.
Right.
Right. So how many did you ship back?
6.
6. Right.
3 frigates, 3 corvettes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Shit.
3 frigates. And what are those worth?
Probably 75.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I don't know. Well, are we saying Nove? We'll probably have to say Nove, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so 75 Nove, and there were 3 of those.
75,000 Nove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right, so
2.25.
2.25 million. Or no, 225,000.
Oh yeah.
yeah, 225,000 gold for that.
Yeah.
Right, and then there were
150,000 for the corvettes.
150,000 for the Corvettes. That is a lot of money. 5, 7, 375,000 Nove. To be divided among the crew, of course. And this isn't pirates, everybody gets 1 share, right? Is that how that works?
Captain's discretion, I believe.
She'll quietly discuss then with her, with the senior officers here. Do we really need to take extra shares here?
Nope. I would suggest giving extra shares to those who've earned it without knowing that they've earned it. Like Dazakat, Songbird.
I think the whole crew's earned it, says Arian.
Yeah.
I do too.
Hey, Ash.
Yeah. Oh, so do I.
Hashtag
many-
life goals.
How many crew do we have total?
I think it was 50, including us.
Yeah, the Voidchaser is a frigate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so at the risk of, screwing everything up again. Actually, no, I'll look at it on my other computer in just a second. Because I should have that article open, actually.
No, we're not building the helm in gold.
Hey,
Because I don't think the ship would like that too much.
There we go. I knew I had that tab open. Okay.
hey,
Well, instead of a pay chest, it's a pay
stop
wagon.
that.
Yeah.
It's a pay what?
Ash?
Wagon.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good
Or
boy.
in the case of permafrost, probably a pay sleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 50 all told is probably about right, because a frigate, according to this, has 2 to 4 officers, senior officers or whatever, right? 4 to 16 enlisted, and 4 to 40 Marines. So, we will say 50, so an even 50 into 375,000. Somebody's probably faster on the draw than me.
I love it.
62.
You're funny, Magpie. Frig, what? Is something wrong with the ship?
Unless I'm wrong, I think it's 7,500.
You're 7,500.
Sounds about right. Still
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Permafrost, what a place to get that much money. All that gold and nothing and nowhere to spend it.
Yeah,
Nonsense!
mean-
I have somewhere to spend it. It's all on enchanting supplies.
yeah, you ain't getting it here.
Nope.
That's
This
true.
base is trashed. Even the whorehouses are like busy serving as like hospitals at the moment. Yeah,
That's fair. How much was that again?
7,500 Nove. So that's 7,500 gold for those of you who are keeping track of it in like metals.
75.
Yeah, Daz climbs onto chest to press down the lid while Arian locks it and added straps to help keep it closed. Yeah. I suppose I should mention to anyone on the crew that can see Nimble and asks a lot of random weird questions. Yeah, I noticed. It's kind of neat. 16k coins, says Brian, moving ever so closer to being an NPC. Awesome.
Nice.
That'd be fun.
Wheeze.
Yeah, wheeze,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Yeah, the funny thing is, most of the officers look and go, "Oh, okay."
To be fair, right, this doesn't work the way traditional D&D games do, or Pathfinder games. We don't just pick up treasure in dungeons. So
Nope.
we gotta do treasure some other way. Right? This is how we do it.
So, Odin,
Yes?
what level can you enchant things to at this point?
Let me check. I gotta double check my level and such. I think I might be able to do +3. I'll have to double check though.
Incidentally, for those of you out there who are following the raffle, you only have a few minutes more to enter.
Oh.
I think I've already got it. Let's find out.
I have lost number. Can somebody please repeat number?
7,500.
7500.
There we go.
Okay, no, I'd already gotten it.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
150.
Okay. Check.
All right, yeah. So they do pay parade. You guys, a bunch of people's jaws drop at the amount of money that you receive for your lawfully taken prizes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they need a few more chests. Each person's share is 150 pounds.
Thank you, Sable. I was just about to.
Automod is overzealous.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, pay slay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's your trade bars, clunk. You know.
Arms and armor. There we go. Alright, magic item creation rules.
Are you seriously gonna take your crewmate for like all their share of the thing for a fake identity, Daz? Really?
What a conniving person. Yes. Yeah, so for those of you who are unfamiliar with military pay parade, there are the quartermaster and a couple of Marines are, they go up in front of the crew who are at parade, right? Like an inspection, and then they call up people, and I don't remember whether it's in order of ascending or descending rank.
Ascending.
Ascending rank. So yeah, so they start with the privates and work up from there.
While you're forward, right? You step forward. You say your name, rank, and social security number in the States, right? But social insurance number in Canada, right? And then they say how much money you earned, and then they count it out right in front of you, right?
And then make you sign the pay sheet.
And then you sign a pay sheet saying that you received that money.
Yeah, and then they give it to you, and it's all yours.
Tours and grogs galore.
And booze.
Grogs. All firm the dog. Jolly, jolly dog.
And afterwards,
But
before
being
you
at
were
a tobacco.
dismissed, there is you were called. You were told to remain at attention, and then the promotions come in.
Oh boy.
All right, so let's see. I believe all of our NPCs get promotions, don't they?
Well, Ruvel would have put in at least Nimble and Daz. I'm not sure the other ones, right? For
Great.
possible promotions for their actions with the goblins. They went.
Well, Madrimley would have put in Daz and Daz as well.
Yep. Actually,
Hasn't gotten to know Nimlin well enough.
to be honest, I'm not sure that what is it, Sorobob?
Bob?
Bob O'Sorobob or Sparklebeard did things to distinguish themselves just because their players have not been here.
That's exactly it.
Didn't Sparkle blow
There
up
was some
a
very
gunship?
Okay,
Yeah,
guys, you're all
Gunny
shouting at the
on
same
Spark-
time, and I can't hear a fucking word. Can we please start over? Arian started first.
Didn't Sparklebeard one-shot a gunboat?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did. Oh, yes. Okay. And Von Vin.
I was just gonna say the exact same thing, basically. So
Yeah. Okay. Yep, they get promotions to corporal and mentions in dispatches.
Nice.
And as we all know, Ruavel also receives a promotion to lieutenant, right? And they also, Arian and Ruavel also received mention in dispatches. That was from the, stayed behind incident. And I guess Crowley would as well? He might even get a promotion. I don't know. Or should he get a medal instead for his suicidal bravery?
Medal.
Medal?
Equivalent to whatever.
I seem to recall that there's officially a medal that is routinely called for suicidal bravery and for more suicidal bravery.
Well, not until much later when a particular individual becomes the Arcarel, but...
What?
But yes, it was called okay for suicidal bravery, for more suicidal bravery, for still more suicidal bravery, because that was his sense of humor. Right, but yes.
Officially, it was like Sword of Coralin or something.
Yeah, that
at the time.
Yeah, at the time, right? So, the big one is the Spear of Lu, usually given posthumously, more often than receiving it while you are alive, right?
Like Medal of Honor or the Victoria Cross.
Yeah, exactly. It's the big cheese one, right? And then there's the fuck a duck.
Boavarian Rod.
What was that?
Boavarian Rod.
Right, the Boavarian Rod, and the. Or was that the Bow of Hearn? Oh yes, and it was the Sword of the Morrigan was the one in between, I believe. Right. So which one do you guys think that ranks?
Loki's cross.
Yeah, for good luck.
Yeah. For pulling some shit out of your ass that wasn't supposed to work and did.
It's one thing that he did. It wasn't an extended action, right? They usually require a sustained show of valor for anything higher than a Black Star equivalent.
Right. And the Bronze
Right.
Star equivalent would be the Bow of Hearn.
Yeah.
So, he receives a Bow of Hearn. Oh, wait, and hey, didn't Barbarossa, like, suicidally ram that ship?
Yes.
He receives one too.
And it's like, we'll just take this and we're gonna pull it this way.
Is there still a equivalent of the drop of Corlin's blood that
Yes. Yeah, it's the drop of Lou's blood. And, yeah, same thing, wounded in combat.
Yeah, that's a Purple Heart type thing.
Yeah,
Right,
that's a
so
Purple
that-
Heart.
so that would be me and Ruavel and
Xerxes.
and who else got smacked?
Not hard enough. You have to.
Believe didn't
Oh,
Didn't
did I
Art-
have to do-
didn't Arden take some damage?
Dremelian did.
I didn't take that big. If I did get hit, I didn't take that big of a hit.
It
I don't
doesn't-
recall it too well, so.
It doesn't distinguish between a paper cut and losing an arm when it comes to the Purple Heart.
No,
As long as you have to be treated.
no, it does not. As a matter of fact, there was a comment that I make at some point in the books, by the way. Shandar thinking about it going, yeah, he wished they would prioritize a little.
Yeah, in the U.S. military, the Purple Heart is actually called the
It's not in the same but
Called the what?
Oops, I forgot to duck.
Yep.
So anyway, I guess me, Ruavel, Madrimlian, and Arden.
Oh, and no, Yasma.
Miasma.
Yep.
And I guess technically Daz and whoever was under the blanket when they got stampeded twice.
Yep.
Oh, that would be Dazzle and Aiden.
Yep.
And those. One. What's it called?
The drop of Lou's blood. Given for being wounded in combat.
match.
Because unfortunately, I didn't make it to the game where that whole thing happened. So you said that the Magician got knocked out.
How do you spell Lou?
Lugh.
GH.
Okay, making sure I got it right.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like too, by the way. They make the medals to look like the stuff, right? The drop of Lou's blood is a teardrop shape that has in metal that has been enameled red, right, on a red ribbon, right? The bow of Hearn is a bow, right? It's shaped like a U bow. It's this little tiny carved bow, right? That is attached to a. He's the guy with the black arrows, so black ribbon.
Bow.
What's that?
I thought the bow of Hearn was an actual bow.
No, that's for defender of. Remember?
Ice smoky.
What's that? Sorry.
Ice smoky.
Oh, you're saying hi to the cat. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Moon and Daz get that one because they were wounded in combat.
And did Xerxes' ship go down when he lost the mast?
That was what he described. Yes, I hadn't clarified, but that's what's now been written in. Yep.
Then he gets to put a black pearl on his golden earring.
That's right.
Yeah.
Survivor of a downed ship. That's not an official medal. That's something that's recognized across the Starways.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that we're almost at 9 o'clock. The raffle has ended, so I think we're going to draw the final winner of the raffle, and that's where we're going to put it up for the night, guys.
By the way, Xerxes lied, in case you want to know.
Oh, about what?
He didn't get his mast taken off by it. He didn't get his leg broken by the mast. Right? He went down with the ship.
Ah,
And he used to be in worse shape.
right. They healed up the injuries that were important,
Right.
that threatened his life.
Right.
Got
He just
it.
didn't want Vogden to know that.
Yeah, well, when he receives a, I don't know, is that a bow or is that a sword? You know, for his suicidal bravery.
Well, he just ordered his crew to abandon ship when it was going down and went down with it.
He was acting like a true captain.
And the
Going down
winner
with
of
the
the
ship.
art cards is Daz.
That's the cat. Yeah.
Yay!
Is that Dad?
Congrats,
I
Daz.
will need your mailing address, so please send that to me in Discord so that I can send you these cards. And congratulations, it's awesome.
Congratulations, Daz.
Yay! All right.
Yeah, I was gonna be weird because it was gonna be if I'd won it, I was gonna give it to Daz anyway.
That's cool.
So Daz went, okay, I don't have to give it.
Well, you're welcome, and thanks for playing, guys. Well, I had a lot of fun tonight. It's good to be back in the saddle and doing the game. I missed it.
Yep. Game. I've missed gaming.
Yes, players missed game too.
They're
it
all
was good
convinced
night.
they can get through that screen.
Anybody got any comments or questions before we shut this down for the night?
Nope.
Should I do that bit next week or talk about it with y'all? Asks Magpie. The thing where you're asking the questions and whatnot. If you guys want to do that, either in like a group chat, right, or arrange to meet sometime for voice chat over the course of the week, that would be awesome. Right, and we can fill in the audience as to what happened after. Yeah, we can do it in the crew chat too. That's kind of what the crew chat channel's for, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, and Rowan will be happy to do that via text or voice, whichever you prefer, sometime during the week.
And don't forget there's the gaming voice chat, which is the same thing.
Yep. That's what it's there for. Awesome.
How are things looking for Wednesday there, Arian? Chris?
Look good.
Good.
Actually, don't have to go to Clayton this week.
Right on.
Yay! We don't have to move anywhere or pack anything. Unpacking everything, on the other hand. Well, okay, to be fair, we only have to unpack the stuff we thought we'd immediately need for 2 months. And we've sort of got 90%, well, 75% of it unpacked now, I'd say, right?
Mhm.
It's November that's going to be interesting, because if we get this house, we take possession on the 5th of November. And, of course, that'll be the first elimination day of the Game of Tones. And then I gotta unpack all month.
And then check the basement for a gun.
What was that, sorry?
Remember to check the basement for a gunpowder barrel.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. Remember, the 5th of November. Yeah. Of course, all that stuff, right? The stuff that's like, Friday the 13th, for example, all that kind of thing. Those are always good luck days for me.
I know.
And then no Guy Fawkes Day could be a bad day.
Yeah, winner of the Game of Tones has to help them unpack, says Brian. That's awesome. Yeah, you can all come up to Canada and help me unpack. There you go. Or rather, his team's get knocked out, then go help. That's great.
All barbecue.
I wish.
So the games continue to get help. Unfortunately, there's only one problem with that. They also have more guests.
Probably what's going to happen actually is that we're going to make couple-hour trips out every day to unpack a few things from the container and then come back here and sleep until the beds get unpacked. So,
Yeah.
yay!
Hmm.
All right. So let's go to the credit screen. And does anybody know who's on the raid? It's usually Coffee tonight. Is Coffee on?
I see Story Girl,
Story
Element
Girl's up.
Ed's, no coffee tonight, and Eli's up.
Oh, Eli's up.
So
Oh.
is Dion Lister, author.
Oh, and Dion. Oh, yeah. Dion's awesome.
Dion
Okay,
just
guys.
went up.
All right. Yeah, I've got Chaotica, Story Girl, Element Eds, and Eli, and Dion. So I don't think I've ever rated Dion though.
Nope.
So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Of course, I'm gonna
They
shout
need
out
to be
everybody
boarded.
else.
Okay.
What's that?
Sounds like they need to be boarded.
I think they do need to be boarded. First, we're going to do some shout outs because if you don't want to go and see Dion, right, she's a writer, if you're not familiar, and she also, like I do on Wednesdays, gives writing advice, and her advice is excellent. And she's, I don't know, I think she's really cool. If you haven't checked her out, well, you're going to have the opportunity and it's going to be great. But first, we're going to shout out Element Eds, who is also really awesome. If you guys don't know her, she is an editor and she does editing and she's a lot of fun to chat with. They're both Aussies, so, you know, that's kind of cool. And everybody knows Eli, of course. If you've been on this channel, you know Eli.
Who's Eli?
Yeah,
Eli who?
I know,
What?
right? You know, so there's Eli.
We don't believe you, Siobhan.
And Story Girl, if you, Story Girl is a writer. She also does gaming, RPGs, sometimes some video games. She does a really cool Star Trek game that she's been, and her own world as well, which are really kind of cool. She's also an Aussie, right? And she, however, is currently doing her politics stream. So if you're into, you know, left-wing politics, that's where you want to go, because that's what she is currently doing. She's kind of a radical commie like me. So, all right, but we are going to raid. We're going to raid Dion Lister, author. So let's get the credit screen up here. We shall turn down the music a bit. Toy Soldiers Old School is game mastered currently by Diane Morrison, created by Sabler Audio, or the other way around. Audio and video provided by Zoom. Sound effects and ambience provided by Sirenscape. Music, Adventure Begins, provided by White Sand. Check out his Patreon at patreon.com/whitesand. Mapping software provided by Campaign Cartographer 3+, World Spinner, and Incarnate with adaptations in Adobe Photoshop, and also we're just starting to use Dungeon Fog. Gaming software provided by Fantasy Grounds, Hero Lab, and World Anvil. Check out our campaign at www.worldanvil.com/w/Toy Soldiers Saga. The Toy Soldiers Saga is copyright 1995 by Diane Morrison, all rights reserved. Thanks for watching, everybody. We've had a great time tonight. Monday is our day off. We will see you again on Tuesday for Ask an Old GM at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UTC, 10 p.m. in the UK, and that would be 7 a.m. in Australian Eastern Time. When you guys get to Dion, don't forget to shout prepare to be boarded, because we are the Sailors Privateers. I've had, it's really good being back with y'all, and thanks so much for joining us for a game. I had such a good time. Shout out to the chat crew who always make this so fun.
Hey, thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Happy birthday, Chris and Aaron, and yeah, see you next time.